Morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nick Proto. We start off your Wednesday morning with one of our districts starting to go back to class. Columbia County students heading back this morning nearly 2 weeks after Hurricane Helene. School leaders say they've been working on the back end, making sure the schools are ready to house those students, but the transition will be a bit different as the district gets back into the swing of things. For students headed back to school today, the district says they encourage them to remain diligent while traveling to and from school. This includes safety around downed lines or leaning trees and/or limbs. They say all lines on the ground near schools have been reported to utility crews who have assured them they are not active. However, they're encouraging students to keep a safe distance out of an abundance of caution. When it comes to food, all students will be given breakfast and lunch at no cost today and tomorrow. And for those who ride the bus, parents can use the Bus Tracker app to find info on route changes or longer routes.
And that will help them know real time whether there's going to be delays or they may get there a little earlier.
You can check ccboe.net/hurricane for more back to school updates from the district. Remember, Burke County does not report to school this week. Tomorrow and Friday are employee work days. Then next week is fall break. The district plans to go back to school on the 21st. Augusta Tech is planning to reopen tomorrow. All events scheduled for any of the campuses are canceled. Aiken Tech will welcome back faculty and staff for work today, then college students tomorrow. Kids in Emmanuel, McDuffie, and Warren counties all return today. Resources starting to dwindle in the thick of providing assistance to victims of Helene, but nonprofits are now fighting back. The American Red Cross and Golden Harvest Food Bank are stocking up on essentials to distribute to those in need. Red Cross Executive Director Susan Everett says she knows firsthand what disaster looks like. She says it's all hands on deck, especially with Hurricane Milton on the way. Golden Harvest says it was already experiencing the highest levels of food insecurity in 15 years before Helene hit. Here's what the two nonprofits say they're doing to ramp up their missions.
We are packing emergency food bags, so to be able to get these out into those rural communities. And so we've been having shifts twice a day where we bring in volunteers to help us to crank those out.
Red Cross in Augusta is staying here because we still have so much to do here in the 23 counties that we cover here with East Central. We have other volunteers across the country that are already in ground in Florida and headed that way, so they'll be fine, but we're keeping everybody here.
The Red Cross will be at the hub until Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., giving away food and baby supplies. Golden Harvest is still working around the clock to get items to rural communities. Today, they've got several distribution locations scheduled. At 10 o'clock, they'll be at Our Lady of the Valley Church in Gloverville. An hour later, sites will be set up at the Sanctuary of Augusta, Christ Central in New Ellenton, and Unity Outreach Church and Langley Fire Department. At noon, food will be at First Mount Moriah Baptist Church and Bon Air Apartments. The last two will be at the Family Connections of Warren County at 2 p.m. and the Thompson Family Y at 2:30. The YMCA is offering grab-and-go breakfast and lunch to kids at Dorothy Haynes Elementary and several YMCA facilities across the region. We have those locations and times up on your screen now, also up on our website. The McDuffie County Sheriff's Office will serve hot dogs, chips, and cold drinks at 11:30 on Public Safety Drive. And supplies will be available for disaster relief at Burns Memorial Methodist Church today at 10 a.m. till supplies run out. If you need pet food, Augusta Animal Services, First Baptist on Walton Way, the Hub, and the Mayor's South Augusta headquarters are serving as distribution sites. A couple more distributions happening today in our area. Oasis Church will give away supplies on Highway 88. That starts at 4 p.m. Early on in the day, the city of North Augusta will have their community aid distribution at the community center. Leaders say this will be from 11 to 1, and it'll be the last one. Augusta Fire EMA says handing out bottled water and tarps will continue at Southgate Plaza. That starts at 9 o'clock. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp extended the state of emergency for Georgia. It was supposed to expire today, but he extended it for counties still recovering from Helene. That's now set to expire next Wednesday before midnight instead. This also means the state's gas tax suspension will remain in place. Today, North Augusta is hosting the Israeli Consul General, who represents the southeastern part of the U.S. She's going to tour the damage of Hurricane Helene and distribute supplies to those in need before holding a news conference on the local recovery. Cleanup efforts continue in the CSRA from Helene's path of destruction. Homeowners may be scrambling to overcome unexpected expenses from the tree companies in town. We found Stallion's tree professionals could cost you up to $10,000. That's a lot less than some of these scammers are charging, though. That is just one example, though. The Georgia Insurance Safety and Fire Commissioner is urging everybody to protect themselves from scammers. That's because help from the outside area could be here.
Deal with somebody locally, somebody you know, somebody that you know that their reputation, that they're going to finish the job and they're going to do exactly what you hire them to do.
The Georgia Department of Insurance is also encouraging everyone to not let contractors directly negotiate with the insurance companies. Officials say many people could take advantage of the situation and leave nothing left for you to claim on your policy. Parts of the CSRA looking very different than last week. Every other curb packed with tree limbs. Crews are heading out to clear it all up. Leaders in Richmond, Columbia, and Aiken County say if you have a pile, leave it by the road, but don't block the road. Fort Eisenhower says it will reopen in phases after being partially shut down from the hurricane. Open facilities include the main exchange, military clothing sites, the UPS store, Shop-Ett's Gas, and retail at gates 1 and 5. Eisenhower Army Medical Center is open with pharmacies, emergency department, and urgent care available 24/7. Leaders will have to wait as only visitors will have to wait as only Department of Defense ID card holders and certain contractors will have access to post. Some non-storm related news now. A suspect is behind bars in connection to one of the latest shootings in Augusta. The Richmond County Sheriff's Office says 29-year-old Charlie DeMons was arrested this past weekend. Jail records show he's charged with murder and more. He's accused of killing 22-year-old Stephon Jones, who authorities found in the parking lot of Oakview Place Apartments on Saturday. And in a separate case, Richmond County deputies need your help finding a suspect. Authorities say Gregory Dowse Jr. is wanted in an aggravated assault case that happened on Wrightsboro Road last Thursday. They're considering him armed and dangerous and say he's about 6'2", 200 pounds. If you see him, call the sheriff's office. That's all the news we need to catch you up on this morning. Let's send things over to First Alert meteorologist Tim Strong for a check at your Wednesday forecast.
All right, Nick, we've got sun coming up as we speak. We've got a little bit more cloud cover beginning to develop, kind of a look off to the east-southeastern sky. I'll look at Riverwatch Parkway traffic flowing smoothly. A cooler start. Now more widespread 50s are beginning to fall in place. Here between 56 and 60 degrees between Augusta, Waynesboro, 61, Swainsboro. A lot of those upper 50s have fallen into the northern counties. Now the rest of today, look for increasing cloud cover, staying mostly cloudy, dry and cool. Mid-70s through the afternoon. That's putting us about 77 degrees here for the afternoon high for a lot of us. Here 81's normal, so continuing to keep the pattern in the mid-70s at least through Friday, staying dry. It's also the morning lows that are going to get even cooler heading towards Friday in this upcoming weekend. Now, increasing cloud cover because of Milton getting closer to the Florida Gulf Coast. We won't feel any effects of rainfall or see the effects of rain, but the wind values are expected to go up tomorrow. We're expecting winds gusting 25 to maybe 35 miles an hour through Thursday, most of the day. We'll keep it sunny. We will keep it dry, but with the winds expected to be gusting that high, that's going to hinder some of the cleanup effort right there. A lot of loose trees still leaning, could come down with a good strong wind gust through Thursday afternoon. Friday morning, there's where temperatures get a little bit colder, 45 to 50 degrees, and we'll keep 40s through the weekend for lows. A little bump to the 80s, seasonal Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and another cool down in the lower 70s, dropping 10 degrees cooler from Monday and Tuesday of next week. Have a great day, everyone.